right, so it is day 3 of Beachbody's Ultimate Reset, and I am feeling a lot better than yesterday. If you're watching my videos, day 2 was hard. Like, I, was so sluggish at work, falling asleep, feeling like crap pretty much, and extremely hungry. Today was a lot better. It was still hard. It's still hard because I'm changing my habits. But it was a lot better. So, first thing I want to say, I did take notes a little bit because otherwise I'll forget everything. Oh, the number one thing I want to bring up. Now, I'm not saying this to scare people, but I have, about once every 2 years or so, and it used to be a lot more often, I would get strep throat. I woke up this morning with strep throat. I know I don't sound really bad. I get really mild cases of it, but I do have strep. So I don't know if it's random coincidence that I get strep on day 3 of the cleanse and it's just weird timing, or if my immune system is fighting stuff off, and because of the toxins leaving my body and things like that, and the overdose of vitamins that are coming in, maybe my body's just freaking out and strep appears. But I'm not going to treat it with antibiotics because my cases are super mild. It'll probably be gone in a couple days. I know I should treat it with antibiotics, so if you get strep, treat it. But I don't want to take antibiotics while I'm on a detox. So I'm just going to wait it out for 2 more days. Doesn't feel good, but it's okay. So that's something, you might notice when you're doing this cleanse. You might notice you start feeling a little sick or something, which I have never done a detox program before, but I've read about them a million times, and a lot of people get sick or they get headaches or they feel awful, and it's supposedly your toxins leaving the system. So maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. A really cool thing today, I was not as crazy hungry. In fact, I don't think I was hungry ever today, really, like actually hungry. Like yesterday, I was hungry. Today, I don't think so, actually. But I did have cravings. I did really want sugar. There was several times throughout the day where I'm like, man, I really want some chocolate. I really want some cake. I want some kind of frappuccino. I mean, I was just losing my mind for short bursts, but a few times today. Thankfully, I was training clients, so when it seemed to those cravings seemed to coincide when I was working out with people, so I couldn't do anything about them, nor was I tempted to, but I did think about eating that stuff. I do want to say that on my way home from an afternoon client, I was so tired. It was almost immediate. I was, it was a noon client. During my noontime session, I was totally fine. I mean, not lively, but, doing fine. And then driving home, when you get so tired that the sun makes your eye, like, you feel like you just want to fall asleep, like the sun blaring down, made me just like, oh, I want to pass out. I don't know if that happens to anyone else, but it happens to me when I get really tired. And I was driving home, the sun's blaring, and I was exhausted. Went home. My husband was at home. I said, I need to take a nap. As soon as I walked in and went straight to the bed, and I had passed out for about an hour. So I did take another nap, and I'm not a person that takes naps very much at all. Like maybe once every couple months, and that's absolute max. So 2 days in a row for me now. But the food was really good today. Just eggs and toast with some spinach. I had celery and peanut butter. The dinner was really good. I do gotta say, not a fan of miso. I mean, my husband and I were joking about how it's like, would you like some soy flavored water? I mean, that's kind of what it tasted like. And I love the miso that I get in Chinese restaurants or Japanese restaurants. Oh my God, please don't hate me. But when I do drink that soup, I love it. But they probably salt it heavily. It's maybe my miso paste is not good, but I got some organic miso paste that is supposed to be good, and I did not like it. It's not that it was terrible, it's just there was no point in drinking it. I mean, there was almost no point. I do want to say I noticed that on this plan, there's a heavy use of tempeh and a heavy use of miso, which I think both of them are fermented soy products. So I'm gonna look up online and see what the benefits of fermented soy are, because this is that's heavy in this plan. There's no tofu, no nothing like that. So I want to figure out why that is. But I did not finish the miso soup, and I'm not gonna drink it. I'll do something else. I'll drink more water. I'm sorry, guys, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, you're not doing the plan, but I can't do the miso. And I did replace the tempeh with edamame. Just the beans, the edamame beans, because I really don't like tempeh, and I'm trying to follow this as closely as possible without utterly hating my life. And so I know edamame is not fermented soy, but it's incredibly healthy. It's unprocessed. I get these organic edamame. Do a half cup is 120 calories and a great amount of protein. I know that there's some debate going on if soy protein is actually good for you or not, but when I hear things like that, I don't really know what to think, because there's a billion Asians that are eating soy every day, and they live long, healthy lives. So I don't know how to feel about this uproar over, like, is soy good for you, or is the estrogen so terrible for you? I don't know how to feel about it. But in the meantime, I'm going to eat my edamame instead of tempeh. So that's my one little variation from this cleanse. Otherwise, I'm following it almost exactly right. So my results should be the exact, should be the same as if I ate my tempeh or ate my miso. So yeah, I'm rambling again as always, but day 3 is done, and I am excited for day 4. Day 4 seems like a really good amount of food, so I'm excited. This is gonna be good. But thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.